さんこんにちは。久しぶりね。私のチャンネルにようこそ。So today I thought to share how I've been preparing for the JLPT N5 Japanese beginner exam. I've been self-studying Japanese on and off for a while now, and so I decided to challenge myself to do the Japanese beginner exam. A quick overview of the exam. The N5 exam consists of content relating to real-life everyday situations, and you'll be tested on your reading and listening skills. So in today's video, I'll take you through the resources I've been using and how I've been practicing those skills. So the textbook I've been using is the Genki 1 integrated course in elementary Japanese. I don't have a hard copy, but you can download it off the internet for free. It's the most recommended textbook by both self-learners and also Japanese teachers, as it provides a good foundation when starting off Japanese, since it incorporates both kana and kanji from the beginning, which is really important since the JLPT exam will not have any romanji in it. The book is organized into chapter lessons with examples of real-life situations like family, friends, shopping, weather, and it has a small dialogue with vocabulary and grammar, which will all be tested in the exam. So having all of this in one place like a textbook is super useful to practice the exam with. The JLPT N5 exam will be testing on 800 beginner level vocabulary in kana and kanji. So for practice, I print out the lesson dialogues and vocabulary sheets to practice writing them out. From my last video, I covered how learning through context from my textbook has been the easiest and fastest way I learned vocabulary. The dialogues in the textbook use vocabulary in situations where they're usually used, like shopping, so learning them this way has been the easiest and fastest way I learned my vocabulary. To practice individual kana and kanji, I print out worksheets to practice writing them out, and repetition has been the best ways I found to practice and memorize each individual character.
Just a symptom you've forgotten. You slip me in your pocket, turn up the television on. Set me in the corner now, and Technicolor's your bed. Oh, won't you hear me out? You're painting all my features and everything you needed. Don't put me on the shelf, no. I'd never find another. Don't ask me what my name means.
To practice listening, I use the audios that come with the textbook. You can find the dialogue audios free on the internet, like YouTube, and the audios are so helpful to follow whenever you're doing a chapter lesson. I usually listen and repeat after the audio, and this is like killing two birds with one stone since I'm practicing both my listening and speaking together. Sumimasen, これはいくらですか? それは3000円です。 高いですね。じゃあ、あの時計はいくらですか？あれは3500円です。そうですか。あれも高いですね。これは1800円ですよ。じゃあ、その時計をください。Practicing this way has been so useful in improving my listening and my speaking skills, not only as a way to prepare for the exam, but also for my personal Japanese learning goal, which is to be able to understand basic Japanese and to have a basic conversation in the long run. Along with studying with my main resource, I found that doing practice tests have helped me a lot to figure out how the tests are going to be structured and what kind of content I should expect to find during the test. For past test papers, there are various websites dedicated to the JLPT exams, and they have past papers that are free that you can use to test yourself with and see how much progress you've made.
It's what you would want, hey. All the time spent alone in your room, they add up.
Apart from JLPT focused websites, there are YouTube channels across YouTube that offer JLPT practice lessons for listening, writing, grammar, vocabulary, so you're spoiled for choice on what to study with. And after doing some practice tests on YouTube, I felt like I was able to understand some content better, like grammar, since there was someone there explaining it to me better.
It's what you would want, hey. All the time spent alone in your room.
There are also apps dedicated to the JLPT exams. Apps are a fun way to learn since they are always at arm's length on your phone. You can always use them anytime to practice vocabulary, some grammar. So with all these resources, I think the ball is always on your court on what you choose to study with. It all comes down to how motivated you are and the effort you put in.
'Cause I know it's what you would want. And if you tell me everything's alright, I wouldn't think anything of it.
And now let's move on to some tips that have helped me the most while studying Japanese. So the first tip is to study based off your goals. If your goal is studying for the JLPT exam, you can study based off the exam structure by having rigid study plans. Or if your goal is speaking, you should focus your time mostly on speaking and building your vocabulary from the beginning. Defining your goal makes your learning process easy as you're not jumping everywhere at once. Once you've figured out your language goals and you're looking for resources, I found that keeping your resources to a few has been the most convenient for me, as having too many resources can overwhelm you and you're not going to get anything substantial done with any of them. So choose one or two to stick with, and then once you're done with them, start looking for more. As much as I'm preparing for the exam, I take some downtime to expose myself to fun content in Japanese like anime and music, which you guys can find on my playlist. And since I'm someone who enjoys watching anime already, it's a really fun way to learn and practice Japanese for me. And whenever I'm watching them, it's a really rewarding experience when I'm able to identify words and vocabulary I've learned before from my study sessions, and this serves as a huge motivation for me to keep on learning. And so that's how I've been learning and preparing for the JLPT exam and all the resources and tips that have helped me. Let me know down below what helped you the most, whether it's from this video or from your own study experience. And with that, このビデオを見てくれてありがとうございました。And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!